Let me also get Eric Chinje's thought here. You see, Eric, one of the things that some have accused the opposition members of in some cases is actually going to an election knowing fully well that there are no institutions that can guarantee a free and fair election. So in the case of Compton or the other presidential candidates, is that the biggest crime?
You know, I totally agree with what the minister said. Mm-hmm. They went into the elections knowing exactly what to expect, okay? But I totally also agree that you could not expect an outcome that would favor anybody else but the incumbent. So you see, this is the tricky situation in which, in the context in which these elections took place. You know, the opposition had a chance to field a single candidate. Then they would have had the possibility of monitoring the elections in a much better way than they could. But I don't think the opposition, you know, what we needed were people who could rise above the individual, ego-driven need to project themselves.
Yeah.
That's what we needed on the side of the opposition. On the side of the government, obviously, the government would want to stay in power. That should have been well known. Mm-hmm. The government would use every possibility to stay in power. That is well known. It happens even here in America. But what we all hoped was that the Constitutional Court in Cameroon would stand in spite of all the obvious weaknesses that were pointed out by the opposition leaders. We all hoped that the Constitutional Court would rise above partisan politics.
But under the current constitution of the country, the Constitutional Court is not above the executive. I mean, technically, in as much as theoretically.
But when it comes to declaring the results of the elections, they stand above everybody else because beyond them, there's only God.
Yeah.
It's not even the president. So kind of Cameroonians hoped that would happen. It didn't happen, but it's too late to complain. So, you know, we have a situation where I wouldn't spend a minute, if I had the chance, on these elections.
Yeah.
I think we had the outcomes that we had to have.